Hey, what's up everybody? Time for another game theory video. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel. If you can, I appreciate it. Thanks. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Do it. Do it, please. Please, they'll kill me. They're gonna kill me. Anyway, today I'm gonna do a video about things that actually suck in Super Turbo. Because, you know, I saw someone recently, again, on my channel trying to say that Super Turbo sucks and Alpha 2 isn't the game that sucks. But, you know, a lot of times when people complain about Super Turbo, it's not actual stuff that holds up to any scrutiny. And I like having actual intelligent conversations about games, right? So let me show you something that actually is really stupid about Super Turbo, okay? And maybe we'll do multiple videos about this just to show, you know, because I like more intelligent conversations about games. So anyway, one of the stupid things about Super Turbo is if you've ever played compared to old school games, and I'm sure somebody will correct me on the exact frame data because I'm not a exact frame data nerd, but one of the things they changed in Super Turbo is basically every hit does 1 frame less of stun, basically, or hit frame stun, whatever it is, right? So let me show you one of these examples. So often if you'll see like combo videos, and we'll use this Hyper Street Fighter 2 as an example, a lot of times people will purposely do combos on the old school characters because you get that extra frame, okay? So say something like this, boom, boom, boom. Oh, well then we know that was a true combo, right? But if we were to say then pick the Super Turbo old Super Sagat, right? This isn't going to work because he comes from Super Turbo where everything did 1 frame less when you start getting comboed, right? Boom. And so then you see that wasn't a real combo then, right? And of course that kind of sucks, right? Because then we lose out on these kind of cool like instant kill, redizzy combos that you used to be able to do. You know, I think that worked, was it versus Sagat, T-Hawk, Belrog, and Vega, I believe, right? And even I've showed this example of, well, if you use the funky kick glitch, bug, whatever, where you cancel funky kicks to funky kicks, actually, you cancel a funky kick into that, the guy's stunned, and you can keep comboing funky kicks to funky kicks. Kind of cool, right? But this isn't a video about cool shit. This is a video about stupid shit in Super Turbo. So what is some stupid shit that happened in Super Turbo when they took away this frame of stun when you start comboing the guy, right? And I think exactly it's something like, you know, oh God, I don't want to get too specific, but, you know, some moves they do, you know, more stun when you're like getting hit when you're ducking. And then the very first hit that you do to a guy does 1 extra frame, but then after that, and then, you know, Super Turbo, they just took away a frame from everything. But let's look at this. Let's look at it. And this, because Super Turbo, this makes some moves not even work properly. Let's take Ken's Flaming Dragon Punch, right? 3 hits, right? Okay, I mean, that's normal, right? Combo into a Flaming Dragon Punch? Well, of course that combos, right? But in Super Turbo, what happens when you do this? Okay, that seems normal, but then guess what? Wait, what? Let's try this again. Wait, what? Ken's Flaming Dragon Punch doesn't work versus a lot of characters if you actually try to combo into it anymore in Super Turbo because they took away that frame of stun. Let's look at an example like Vega. Here we got Vega doing a wall or a little claw thing. Oh, there's a link off of it, right? And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, he even has like a dizzy combo off it on some characters if you're talking about old school Street Fighter. But what happened in Super Turbo? Oh, it's not a combo. The move doesn't combo. What the fuck? So we have to go back to like a medium roll because Fierce Roll just doesn't combo. Now, mind you, it does still combo on block. It is still a true combo on block, but on hit, the move doesn't combo. Do you need to see that again? How stupid that is? Like I said, I give a little bit of love, not just to the Shoto characters. Why doesn't that combo? I mean, that combos versus the old characters, but if we're playing Super Turbo, it doesn't work. That's pretty stupid. So we got to do a little roll, right? Let's look at something else that this fucks up, right? Let's say we're going for Ryu's dizzy combo in old school Street Fighter, what you might think of normally as a dizzy combo. So jump in, double medium fireball, right? Now, the caveat to this is if we're looking at old school, well, I guess it's all old school from a certain standpoint, but let's say if we jump in on the guy, and if he's ducking, this still dizzies, right? But when you're in Super Turbo, let's try to do this versus Super Turbo, Ryu, right? it doesn't combo. Because in Super Turbo, now of course it does combo versus some characters, but we're using an example for how it doesn't combo. In Super Turbo, Shoto versus Shoto, this only combos if the guy is standing. It no longer combos if the guy is ducking. Let's look at this again, right? So we're showing medium fireball, right? Guy was ducking, right? We have to, this only works if the guy is standing in Super Turbo. Let's look at this. Let's look at just how close you have to be, and this still will not combo if the guy is ducking in Super Turbo. Didn't combo. It did not combo from that close because of that extra frame that they took away. What? But of course, if we're versus an old character, or just new Ryu, you know, that does combo, right? What the fuck? Now let's watch this. Here's another thing. If we were to do, say, if the guy was standing, right? If the guy was standing, well, if this was an old character, right? But since we're in Super Turbo, this isn't going to combo. Even though I'm doing a fierce, and again, some characters it can combo, but we're just showing for sake of argument something that is a stupid brain fart in Super Turbo. Medium fierce to fireball doesn't combo. From that close, let's look at this again. What? And then when you get into even when it can combo in Super Turbo, if you're in the corner, because Super Turbo has the randomly skipping a frame, well, combo there, but didn't combo there. So I've said this before. Super Turbo, some actually objective criticism that is objective and not just subjective, right? You know, obviously there shouldn't be a random factor for doing special moves. That's stupid. You know, there shouldn't be skipping frames for doing a combo. That's stupid. But just the brain fart of taking away a frame of when you're doing a combo to a guy has never made sense to me, right? And I know a lot of people generally when they talk about it, they're like, oh, well, let's say we're playing the Hyper Street Fighter 2, we can do these cool combos again, right? Look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, I can do this combo again, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to focus on, and you know, I showed this, oh, you can just cancel funky kicks to funky kicks and they actually combo, right? I'm trying to focus on the actual brain fart, the actual brain fartage of it. Is that a word, the brain fartage? Can you fartage something? This is pure fartidation on FGC on NBC. And again, I couldn't tell you, I honestly couldn't tell you why they did this. You know, part of me could try to be like, oh, well, they didn't like the Redizzy combo versus Sagat, you know, with Ken's Hurricane Kick. But it seems so obscure and random. It doesn't work versus every character. Ken Flaming Dragon Punch combos. Oh, well, we don't want it to work versus every character anymore. Vega, oh, well, we just want this Vega roll. This is the roll for block damage. This is the roll for combos. And Vega did have a Dizzy combo versus some characters before. But then you're like, well, what about just characters doing like Ryu comboing to a fireball? It just doesn't work from like right up in the dude's junk sometimes, right? That shit is just stupid. Again, that is a objective criticism of Super Turbo that I don't think you can tell me a good reason why they put that in. And I don't know if the developers have ever said why they put that into the game either, because it certainly seemingly was not totally tested out when you look how some special moves just don't even combo if you try to combo into them anymore, or some like Vega just don't even work, period, right? So I honestly couldn't tell you why they did that. That I recall, Super Turbo, I think Super Turbo came out not even a year after Super because Super was so unpopular, right? So could just be that they made the game really fast. But anyway, someone was posted again that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that Alpha 2 is such a great game. Oh my God. How many videos do you guys want me to do? You know, absolutely destroying Alpha 2 and anyone that talks about it when they try to pretend that they can talk about a video game. But, you know, credit or not credit where credit is due, Super Turbo has many problems too. It's just that, as I've said many times before, a lot of the problems that people complain about Super Turbo, they don't actually hold up to any scrutiny because it's not actually how the game works. Super Turbo is a game that actually holds up incredibly well. Even 30 years later, it's pretty amazing, right? Whereas Alpha 2, the way that people talk about Alpha 2 and hype it up, that does not hold up to any scrutiny. The reasons that people say Alpha 2 is an amazing game are not objective reasons. They are subjective, right? And often the things they say, they actually don't even make sense, right? And so you can even tell it's like, this is like a subjective thing because this, what you're saying doesn't even make sense, right? But anyway, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you can. Appreciate it. Thanks. The end.